Hello people, I am Michael James B. Ambrosio of BSECE 3A, and today I'm going to discuss 3 of the different types of antennas. So these were based from my first name, middle name, and last name initial letters. So I was assigned to report first the Cassegrain reflector antenna, then the long wire antenna, and lastly the loop antenna. So let's get started. So, first in line, the Cassegrain reflector antenna. So, what is Cassegrain reflector antenna? Cassegrain reflector antenna is a system that composed of double reflecting mirrors and used in communication systems working in a millimeter wave range. It is consist of parabolic reflector, a primary feed, subreflector, and a feed support assembly of 4 low-profile aluminum spars that are attached to the rim of the reflector to position the feed. Their high amplification factor and narrow directional pattern of Cassegrain antennas are used in wireless communication systems of peer-to-peer type. So, the Cassegrain antenna consists of the main parabolic mirror and an auxiliary hyperbolic mirror. One of the double focuses of the antenna is situated in the middle of the transmitter. The other focus is situated in the focus of the parabola. So, highlights of Cassegrain reflector antenna. So first, it is low in voltage standing wave ratio, aluminum construction, fiberglass, and high performance at millimeter wave frequencies. Applications of Cassegrain antennas used in radar, telemetry systems, and point-to-point communication systems. So this is an example of Cassegrain reflector antenna. The 223 series antennas feature metallized fiberglass reflectors and are available from 5 to 220 GHz. They offer very high performance in a lightweight antenna structure. These antennas are available in effective diameters of 10 to 84 inches. Because of the low surface tolerance, they provide excellent high-frequency radiation characteristics. Next is the long wire antenna. What is long wire antenna? A long wire antenna is a type of antenna in which the length of the wire is usually greater than the length of the half-wave dipole. Long wire antennas are further classified as V antennas, inverted V antennas, and rhombic antennas. Long wire antennas offer simplest constructional structure. This is so because here a long straight wire is considered whose length is a multiple of lambda over 2. So this is an example of a long wire antenna. It is a wire antenna kit with a coil of wire, strain insulators, and a balloon. When installed, the wire is supported by buildings or trees using the insulators to prevent a short circuit to ground. The long wire antenna, the ease of construction offered by these antennas is due to the fact that a simple conducting wire is end-to-end connected between a transmitting and a receiving stations. The direct connection of the long wire between the two ends allows it to accept the signal from the transmitting station and radiate the wave so that it can be received at the other end. Next is the loop antenna. So what is loop antenna? A loop antenna is a radio antenna consisting of a loop or coil of wire tubing receiving predominantly the magnetic component of the electromagnetic wave or other electrical conductor, usually fed by a balance source or a feeding balance load. The frequency range of operation of loop antenna is around 300 MHz to 3 GHz. This antenna works in ultra high frequency range. It may be in any shape such as circular, rectangular, triangular, square, or hexagonal according to the designer's convenience. So there are two types of loop antennas. So first is the small loop antenna. Those in which the current flowing in the wire has approximately the same phase and amplitude at every point in the loop, which fact implies a very short wire length. It is less than about 0.2 lambda. So the next type is the large loop antenna. The large loop antenna have a parameter close to the one wavelength of the operating frequency, which makes them self-resonant at the frequency. So this picture is a RF300 large loop system example. So here we have a ferrite loop stick. This is an example of a loop antenna. So a ferrite loop stick antenna is used in most AM broadcast radios. The radiation pattern of a small loop antenna has a two-step nulls in opposite directions due to their portability and this directional pattern. Small loops are used for radio direction finding or RDF to locate radio signal sources. That would be all for this presentation. Thank you so much.